Hello, good morning across the continent of Africa. This is Good Morning Africa. My name is Femi Oshin. Today, I'm going to be talking to one of the most popular faces on the African continent. Some say she's one of the most energetic presenters. Her name is Alicia Jali. She's one of the foremost presenters on Good Morning Africa. And today, we're going to be looking at her personal life against the backdrop of the challenges of the African youth in the 21st century. Alicia, you're welcome on to Good Morning Africa.
Femi, wow, what an introduction. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It feels weird to be on this side of the table.
Yes. I always love it when you talk to people. Now you are on the other side because lots of people on the continent wants to know about you. The first thing from the emails we got is this. Some say, how do you feel? Do you see yourself as a good representation of the African youth of your age?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm very, look, I represent my age everywhere I go. Like, basically, I'm very mature. I'm a mature young individual who's out there, who wants to know things, who wants to get things in life, who wants to get ahead in life. So anybody that is my age that is not doing the same things, I think then they should move to another continent because we don't have room for those people in Africa.
Then how would you describe it? Lots of African youth claim it's very difficult on the continent, and some people will see you presenting, they see you do well. How would you describe, how did you break into this particular platform?
You know what? In Africa, we come from different countries, different parts of Africa. Obviously, we don't have the same system as to how we grow up and the opportunities. Obviously, the opportunities are different, but the challenges are the same. And the way that you face those challenges, trust me, it's the same. So if you work hard from being a baby and growing up there, and if you want things, put yourself in situations where you're actually going to create opportunities for yourself, nothing's going to beat you.
So you're saying something very, very profound and very significant in this time in Africa, because lots of African youth believe South Africans are more They believe South Africans are more privileged. Somebody's watching you now in Lagos in Nigeria, and the person thinks, oh, Alicia is privileged. If I were in Alicia's shoes, I would do better. Would you say you guys are privileged?
You know what? That's not a great statement. Look, I come from KZN, where basically when you want to be in television, you have to move to Joburg. So I had to shift my whole life to come and accommodate and put myself in a space where I knew that, you know what, this was the core of opportunities. African youth, we all, like I said again, it's all the same challenges. It's how you approach them. Okay. We really do have the same challenges as African youth.
That's a very good food for thought. The same challenges, approach is the main thing. Now let's look at the challenges of the African youth in the 21st century. What would you describe as a South African lady growing up in this time and age? What would you describe as the main challenges of the South African youth?
Okay, main challenges.
Core challenges, yes.
It is unemployment, because as much as nowadays we get to school, once you get to matric, you can be able to get a job. But people want to sit at home with their diplomas. Some people have opportunities to study further, some don't. But the main core challenges are obviously unemployment. In this case, it's unemployment, and obviously it's one thing that leads to people doing drugs and people, you know, staying away, like doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, because they've shifted their margin as to what really needs to be happening. Because we all know that if we don't have work, money's not going to come in. If money's not coming in, you're not going to get food, and you're going to be stressed and all sorts of things. So
when you say unemployment is one of the major challenges,
yes,
I would differ a bit on this ground. I would say providing jobs may not be the work of the government. Now you are in a situation where you were in KZN, you moved to Johannesburg, and you broke it. So why wasn't unemployment a major challenge for you? Why wasn't it a major constraint for you?
Well, you know what, we've grown up to in this world where we are told that, you know what, when you put your mind into something, you actually can achieve it. I just happen to be one of the biggest example of those people. Look, I'm in television and I do much more than just presenting. And trust me, all those things are self-taught, and I've got sound experience. I'm accredited in that, and I had no varsity for that.
Beautiful. Alicia, you know, you have provided a very powerful solution as I was listening to you. Yes. I would say from what you have told me that unemployment is not the challenge. I think is the mind. You say what you put your mind into. And against that backdrop is one of the things we're going to look for. How do we do that paradigm shift for an African youth to believe in themselves and not to have low self esteem or low self-worth?
All right, look, stop looking at television for every answer that you need, because trust me, television, the people that you see there, those people also started from somewhere. That's what people forget.
Are they real people?
Those are,
Is
most
this-
of them.
no,
So if you're not looking at soapy characters, those people are real.
Is this the real Alicia?
This is the real Alicia.
Okay,
And this
beautiful.
is the real Alicia that is an everyday person. I've got challenges that I face. I have to pay bills. I'm just human like that. I'm human first, and then there's other things that I do. But at the end of the day, it's all about the individual themselves.
Alicia, as we are rounding up, one of the major questions people will ask is, they
Yes.
want to know your beauty budget for the month. Your monthly beauty budget. How much do you spend?
Oh my goodness. Okay, must I give you one big round figure?
That would help a lot.
And this is what now, for the show and for myself, because
Yes.
you know
No,
what,
do
I'm
it like
one
this. Do it
person.
like this. Do it for yourself and for the show.
Okay, for myself, I changed my hair once a month.
Okay.
But now for the show, I have to change my hair twice a month, and that is quite costly. It can run up to, you're looking at 1,500 for hair at the end of the month, just on hair. And then obviously makeup, you need to take care of yourself. You need to know what products work for you. So obviously you opt for the products that treat you better,
So with everything,
and then with the eyelashes, and then all that stuff, and nails.
Okay.
We're looking at 3 grand a month with
3,000 rands with everything
Around
a
about,
month. And
yeah.
lastly, your beauty routine.
My beauty, I actually don't have a beauty routine.
How do you do it? You just wake up.
Oh
you
my
follow,
goodness!
You just follow the flow.
I remove my makeup with wipes, with makeup remover wipes, and then you just wash your face and you put normal moisturizer on. Fortunately, I've been blessed with good skin, so
That's beautiful. I love that.
I don't really overspend. I don't even have that 3-step beauty routine about toning and everything. I just remove makeup, wash my face, and I'm in moisturizer, and I go to bed and I put on makeup.
And
Just like
lastly,
that.
Alicia, you were in Nigeria. What was your experience? Any culture shock?
Oh my goodness. You know what? Nigerians, as much as we view them here in South Africa, it's quite different, because when you get to meet the native Nigerians in their own space, they're very welcoming, accommodating people. They absolutely love women, South African women, to be
They love South
quite
African
precise.
women.
They absolutely
Why
love
do they
it.
love South African women?
I don't know. Apparently, we've got some great assets that
Some
you
say-
guys. Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, but it was generally the mood. The people are very, very, very accommodating. They like spending. They like spending money. That was another great trade, because I left there with expensive.
They are generous
They know
people.
how to take care of women. They are generous people, just generally as individuals. So it was a great experience.
Implicitly, you say, I know how to take care of women.
Well,
Because I'm Nigerian.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Well, Nigerian men are known to be able to come and like move all the other men aside, because they come there with the goods, man. With the goods. They don't promise you stuff and then they don't deliver.
Okay, that's
They
beautiful.
come there and you're like, yeah.
Okay,
there it is.
that's a good credit for Nigerian men. Alicia, it's been a pleasure having you on Good Morning Africa. And why are you doing this? What does that mean?
Oh, well, it's just, you know what?
No, you did
It's
this.
out of respect. I'm a very respectful, I'm very
Oh,
traditional,
that's
actually.
very
what people
impressive.
don't
In South
know about
Africa, when
me.
you do this, what does that mean?
It's out of respect. I
Okay.
have highest respect and
Does
regards
that mean
for
because I'm older or because of what?
Well, just generally as an individual, I have much respect for you. That's how you show
Beautiful. I've learned something new today.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you.
it. Thank you so much.
And that's about it with Alicia on Good Morning Africa. Stay tuned.